Oh, what's good, YouTube, man? How y'all boys coming? How y'all boys feeling? In this video, we're gonna be talking about specifically BruceDropEmOff commenting on the OJ-Max situation. Now, we all know about the OJ-Max situation. We already know OJ is gay, so I don't even know why he thought going up to Max and saying the things that he said was good coming from him, because nigga, you talking about Max when you look just as gay. If anything, I would have thought you was actually gay. So we ain't even gonna speak on OJ. We gonna really speak on Bruce and how his response just kind of shows like really the masculinity problem within society, but specifically like with him as well though. Because again, I just don't see why what another grown ass man do with his life, what another grown-ass man do with his life got to do with Bruce. Like, I just don't see Bruce talking about something he had to unfollow him.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro, after I seen this nigga posting a wig, I can't sit here and act like I ain't unfollow him on Instagram. I'm like, what the hell? When did I follow a trend? Oh, yo, Gunner Ham Ooter, bro, chill, bro. You about to get me in my bag. You about to get me in my bag, gang. Yo. I feel like chill. Yo, Nor.
Max, because Max was putting on wigs and shit. He talking about some, oh, when did I start, following a transgender? But then I think he stopped himself from saying transgender. It's like, not only are you trying to crack a funny on transgender people, because I don't even know why you had to say, oh, when did I start following a transgender? Just because Max slap on a wig don't mean he trying to be a transgender. He just want to put on a wig. And again, why the next man and Max is so comfortable in his masculinity that he can put on a wig and still know that he's a man. I feel like that's when your masculinity really shows. When you don't have to be as masculine, or when you're in a situation where it's more feminine things going on, but you can still maintain your masculinity and you can still be comfortable in your masculinity while doing feminine things. I think that's the ultimate, like, I think that's really when you show, like, it's seeing how masculine a man truly is. When he's put into uncomfortable situations, but he can hold his masculinity high and he's able to do things that most men are not able to do. I feel like that's a real masculine man, because he's okay with doing shit that the average man would think is gay, but it's not gay to him because he's comfortable in his masculinity. And I feel like Bruce, bro, first of all, Bruce he's been on a whole other thing. Like, I swear, ever since that man fell out with Your Rage and Castanet, it's been a downward spiral from there. I ain't even gonna lie. But specifically him talking about the Max situation and him trying to call Max gay, it's like, and if he is, why is what the next man doing so bothering you so much? Like, I feel like, and if anything, I feel like a grown-ass man being worried about a grown-ass man, I feel like that's a very non-masculine thing, to be honest. You as a grown-ass man sitting over here worrying about what a grown-ass man is doing within his masculinity. How is that very masculine of yourself? I'm just saying, and I'm going based off strictly because I know how the men in my life are. And I can tell you this right now. My homeboy or my dad or my brother wouldn't give a fuck about what the next man is doing with their life. You want to know why? Because the nigga got his own life to worry about. And I know as Bruce's job, it's to, like, it's to talk about things that's going on within other streamers and shit. Like, streamers always comment on other streamers. So I'm not saying like, oh, just because he's commenting on it, it's a bad thing. But what I'm saying is, why are you so bothered with the next grown man wearing a wig unless you're not comfortable within your own masculinity? That's all I'm saying. Because I guarantee you, besides you and OJ, what other big male streamer has came out and spoke about Max wearing a wig and shit. You want to know why they don't give a fuck? Because one, they grown ass men. They got other things to be doing with their life, to be publicly commenting about, oh yeah, Max is. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. And if you want to say that about Max, say the same shit about Tylil. Tylil done slapped on a wig before. Does that make him any less masculine or any less of a man because he slapped on a wig for funsies? Does that make him any less of a man? How does that make you any less of a man? I feel like there are so many other things to measure up to how much of a man you are besides wearing a fucking wig. I feel like what measures you to be a man is when it counts, when you showing up for your family, when you're protecting them. That's what men are supposed to do. They're protectors. As long as Max is doing what he got to do for his mama, his sister, whoever his kin is, and he's protecting them, then he's a man. Why are we sitting over here worried about what the next man is doing within his masculinity unless you're not as comfortable within your masculinity? That's all I'm saying. And I feel the same way about OJ, because why the fuck did you have to sit there and do all of that unless you trying to project, nigga? I mean, this all seems like projection to me. You projecting your masculine fears onto the next man. You feel like, oh, if I wear a wig, it's masculine. It's like, it's feminine. So if the next man wear a wig, it's feminine too. Nigga, what? Boy, I mean, like, it's just weird, bro. And then you talking about how you had to unfollow the man because you thought you was following Bruce. No, you unfollowed him because what he was doing made you think about what you want to do within yourself. That's what I'm feeling like, because ain't no way you real life dead ass went to go unfollow a person because of what he's doing with his life. Get the fuck on somewhere. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, we as society be too worried about what the next motherfucker is doing. And as a man, why another grown ass man wearing a wig bothers you so much that you had to unfollow him seems more like projection and your own insecurities and your own fears more so than it's about Max. To be honest, like, I'm just calling it how I see it. It seems more about your own fears and what you going through as a man and what you feel like is masculine or not, which I feel like a man wearing a wig is it. All right, bro. Like, oh, okay, nigga. We forgot about how Prince was, but ain't nobody was saying that man would. Come on now, like, this is all projection. Bruce is not comfortable within his own masculinity. That's why he had to go on follow Max. That's all it is. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Because if you're so comfortable in your masculinity, what the next man is doing and what the next man is, how he's dressing and how he's moving, should not bother you. If you know you are a masculine man and you are comfortable within your masculinity, it should not bother you that Max is putting on a wig, unless you're not comfortable within your masculinity. Because Max can put on a wig and he still know that he's a man and he's a masculine man. I don't think that subjects you to being feminine or you being masculine. I really don't. Now, if Max was over here wearing nails and putting on skirts and dresses and all that shit and putting on wigs, then you could start maybe questioning if you want to be masculine or feminine. But the man just slapping on a wig, come on, bruh. Hey, man, that was my little rant, bro. If y'all enjoyed the video, though, y'all already know what the fuck to do, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post in case y'all boys know. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Yeah, I'm gone.